Hi and hello Spolab YouTube channel viewers. Warm greetings to all. In this video, we'll be discussing the exciting updates and changes coming to the World Athletics Championships in Budapest 2023. The World Athletics has introduced a set of competition and technical rule amendments in May 2023, aimed at improving the overall experience for both athletes and fans. Many of these rule changes were announced earlier this year and are set to enhance the upcoming World Athletics Championships in Budapest, scheduled to take place from August 19 to 27. These amendments represent significant advancements in the world of athletics and will be making the debut at the Budapest Championships. Furthermore, these changes are not limited to this event alone. They will also be implemented across other World Athletics Series track and field championships in the future. Stay tuned as we dive into the details of these rule amendments and how they'll contribute to an even more exciting and engaging experience for everyone involved in the World Athletics Championships. Get ready for an action-packed event in Budapest. Amendment 1. Draw for lanes. Previously, as per the Technical Rule 20.4.2, for events 100 meters to 800 meters inclusive, and relays up to and including 4x400 meters, where there are several successive rounds of a race, lanes were drawn as follows. 1 for the 4 highest ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 3, 4, 5 and 6. Another for the 5th and 6th ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 7 and 8, and another for the 2 lowest ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 1 and 2. Now the seeding for lane draws in track events has been amended to create a different allocation after the first round, following submissions from elite athletes and coaches. From Budapest onwards, the groupings for lane draw allocation will be as follows. Technical Rule 20.4.3 says for straight races, including 100 meters, 100 meters hurdles and 110 meters hurdles, 1 draw for the 4 highest ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 3, 4, 5 and 6. Another for the 5th and 6th ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 2 and 7, and another for the 2 lowest ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 1 and 8. Technical Rule 20.4.4 says for 200 meters races, 1 draw for the 3 highest ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 5, 6 and 7. Another for the 4th, 5th and 6th ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 3, 4 and 8, and another for the 2 lowest ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 1 and 2. Technical Rule 20.4.5 says for 400 meters races and all relays up to and including 4x400 meters. 1 draw for the 4 highest ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 4, 5, 6 and 7. Another for the 5th and 6th ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 3 and 8, and another for the 2 lowest ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 1 and 2. Technical Rule 20.4.6 says for 800 meters races, 1 draw for the 4 highest ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 3, 4, 5 and 6. Another for the 5th and 6th ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 7 and 8, and another for the 2 lowest ranked athletes or teams to determine placings in lanes 1 and 2. The same will apply to the combined event, where the qualification best in a heptathlon is to be used for seeding. Amendment 2. Qualification to next round in middle distance events. For middle distance events longer than 800 meters in which athletes qualify by time, after the automatic qualifiers, There has been widespread feedback on the significant disadvantage to athletes in the first heat compared to the athletes in the following heats, due to their knowledge of what time is required to qualify. From Budapest onwards, qualifying from rounds of the 1500 meters, 3000 meters steeplechase and 5000 meters will be based purely on positions, not time. For 1500 meters, previously there were 4 heats for 56 athletes, first 5 positions in each heat and 4 fastest timers, totally 24 athletes advanced to the semi-final. In the semi-final there were 2 heats for 24 athletes, first 5 positions in each heat and 2 fastest timers, totally 12 athletes advanced to the final. After the amendment, for 1500 meters, there will be 4 heats for 56 athletes, first 6 positions in each heat and no faster timers are considered, totally 24 athletes advanced to the semi-final. In the semi-final there will be 2 heats for 24 athletes, first 6 positions in each heat and no fastest timers are considered, totally 12 athletes advanced to the final. For 3000 meters steeplechase, previously there were 3 heats for 36 athletes, first 3 positions in each heat and 6 fastest timers, totally 15 athletes advanced to the final. After the amendment for 3000 meters steeplechase there will be 3 heats for 36 athletes, first 5 positions in each heat and no fastest timers are considered, totally 15 athletes advanced to the final. For 5000 meters, previously there were 2 heats for 42 athletes, first 5 positions in each heat and 5 fastest timers, totally 15 athletes advanced to the final. After the amendment for 5000 meters there will be 2 heats for 42 athletes, first 8 positions in each heat and no fastest timers are considered, totally 16 athletes advanced to the final. Amendment 3. Athlete Replacement Policy. Technical Rule 20.2.1 will be implemented in Budapest. Any lanes or starting position left empty due to the withdrawal of an athlete will, where possible, be filled by the next best ranked athlete. This policy will apply to finals and semi-finals in all disciplines, including field events and relays. There will be no redraw of lanes or reordering of attempts. A virtual, hot seat, system will be implemented, where the next best ranked athletes or teams will be on notice to wait for possible withdrawals. A maximum of 2 athletes will be considered for each replacement. Amendment 4. Running under protest. Technical Rule 8.4.1 says athletes have previously been allowed to run under protest if a start referee had doubts over the validity of a false start charge, but not if the false start was indicated by a World Athletics Certified Start Information System. When the reaction time is close to the allowed limit 0.1, any movement may hardly be visible. Now in cases such as these, if the start referee feels the start in question requires further study, the referee may allow the athlete to run under protest. For any run under protest, a final decision is taken by the referee and in turn subject to an appeal to the jury. Athletes will not be able to run under protest if the false start has been detected by a fully operational start information system or in cases where the false start is clearly visible. The start referee will announce relevant decisions to the stadium spectators and the television audience. Amendment 5. Throwing implements. Technical Rule 32.2 says previously, throwers have not been able to use their own throwing implements if the same models are on the list of those provided by the organizers. That restriction has now been lifted. The limit of 2 implements per athlete remains. Amendment 6. The composition of a team and the order of running for a relay. Previously Technical Rule 24.11 says the composition of a team and the order of running for a relay shall be officially declared no later than 1 hour before the published first call time, the time by which the athletes must be present in the call room, for the first heat of each round of the competition. Now Technical Rule 24.11 says the composition of a team and the order of running for a relay shall be officially declared no later than the published first call time, the time by which the athletes must be present in the call room, for their respective heat in each round of the competition. The Q room. For all sprints, hurdles and 800 meters events, a room will be set up where non-automatic qualifiers can wait to see if they have advanced. The room will have comfortable chairs on which to relax, TV screens to watch subsequent races, foam rollers and stretch bands, refreshments, as well as access to their coaches and kit. Athletes can stay in the room for up to 20 minutes and will then be taken through the mixed zone. The room will have TV cameras, so fans can watch the outcome unfold. Amendments in competition names and officials designation. All international competitions shall henceforth be referred to as World Rankings competitions. International technical officials, ITOs, shall henceforth be referred to as World Athletics referees. International race walking judges, IRWJS, shall be categorized into 3 levels: gold, silver, or bronze, and shall be referred to as World Athletics Gold, Silver, or Bronze level race walking judges. These amendments aim to standardize the nomenclature and titles used within World Athletics, aligning competition names and officials' titles with a consistent global framework. Thanks for watching.